Okay, all right, so we said and's never in our answer. How are we going to say the intersection of these two places? And the way we do that is with a compound inequality. I'm going to do it with a box this first time so you get the idea. It will always look like this. The smaller number will go there, the bigger number will go there. It will always have x in the middle, it will always be less than and less than. In this case, because it was less than or equal to, I've got less than or equal to and less than or equal to. What number in this problem, what number goes here? -1. What number goes here? +4. This, I'll write it normally. This is how it'll normally look. -1 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 4. That's your answer. If you want to write this down, it's called a compound inequality. Why? Because it has two inequality symbols. Okay? Notice that it makes sense. If I cover up the x right there, if I just cover up that part right there, doesn't that make sense? Isn't -1 less than or equal to +4? Doesn't that work? Yes, it does. So it works. Notice it works all the way throughout, from the very beginning all the way to the end. Okay, so in review, we break it up, we write and in the middle, we solve and solve. With and in the middle, you have an extra step. You have to write it as a compound inequality with the smaller number on the left and the bigger number on the right. Question?
Will the equation symbol always go that way?
Always. It will always be going in that direction with x in the middle. Okay, good question. Now, technically, they could say 4 is greater than or equal to x, which is greater than or equal to -1. Technically, that's okay, but you won't see that very often in the book. You might see it on the OCT or something, but technically that's okay. But I want it to always look like this. 99% of the time, it looks like this. Okay, good question. Anybody else have a question?
Can I see what you're talking about?
When we come back from lunch, we'll do some problems out of your workbook. When we come back from lunch, we'll do some problems out of your workbook. You can pack up and get ready for the lunch. Oh.